Yo, what is up? Recently went on a trip to New York City, which is super exciting. And while I was there, I managed to go to a bunch of different comic places, and get some pretty cool stuff. So we'll show you kind of chronologically here with some stuff. So the first place I went to was Midtown Comics. Now, it was a cool little store. They had a lot of like wall book type stuff. They had some graded CGCs, a bunch of like action figures, a whole bunch of stuff, right? Graphic novels and whatnot. And yeah, it was just a super cool place. And tons of, you know, I did notice that their wall books were kind of pricey, like maybe double, triple the price of some books. That I noticed they were like super expensive. And that kind of drew me away a little bit, but their back issues were not too much. So I did decide to get some back issues here. And yeah, I guess we shall talk about it. So, first off, here we have a bunch of Green Lanterns. You know me, I like Green Lantern a lot, so we're gonna try to beef up Green Lantern collection as much as we can. All of the Green Lantern books I got are like 9/8 quality, except for like maybe like a small spine tick or two. Um, so yeah, right here we have Green Lantern number 55, 0 hour. Super cool cover here. Really nice, really nice. This is probably one of the favorite covers I got out of the whole trip. This one was probably one, if my favorite Green Lantern cover at least. Right here we have Green Lantern. What number is that? 40. Green Lantern 40. With Flash right there. Super cool cover. Definitely really really cool one. We then have. Let me put these on the ground so they don't fall. We have Green Lantern number 41 right there. Also cool cover. I try to get as many as the early Green Lanterns as they had. They had mostly modern stuff in the, in their like $3 bins that had a bunch of the back issues. But I did try to get everything old looking that I can. These were mostly like 90s books. Green Lantern number 37. Super nice cover there. Green Lantern number 39. I have no idea if any of these are keys, by the way. If any of these are keys and someone knows, let me know. Let me know so I can put a sticky note. I like to sticky note all my keys so I know what they are. I think this might be a key. I feel like I remember seeing this as a key. Green Lantern 130. That's a cool Kyle Rayner cover. This one, Larfleeze number 1. I do think this book sells for like a decent bit. This book, I don't think maybe this cover. Maybe it's like the other cover where he's like holding the lantern that sells for more. But yeah, cool one. And Jeff Johns Green Lantern, I think. Oh, and sorry, Keith Griffin did Larfleeze. So yeah. And which I do think this is a key. I feel like I remember seeing this as a key somewhere. So if you know this one, please let me know. Green Lantern number 10 with this very awful cover. Look at that. That's not a great cover. And then the only book I got at this stop that was not Green Lantern was The Vision and the Scarlet Witch number 1. Grade wise, it's not great, but the cover is amazing. I would love to collect this whole series. Number 12 is going to be super hard because that is the first appearance of Billy and Tommy, I think their names are. Scarlet Witch's children. And of course, this book has only gone up in value since WandaVision. Super cool. Also, I don't like how they put their barcode thing right on the wording there. So yeah. So that was the first spoiler word. There's going to be two Midtown Comics. There was two locations, one in Times Square, one in Grand Central. This was Times Square. Cool, really good haul there. Got all that for like $30. So not bad at all. I also got a tote bag, which is over there. And let's get into the next stop, or one of the other stops here. Okay, so then we had Forbidden Planet. Forbidden Planet. This place, when I was looking it up on Google, said it was a comic book store. However, they did not have many comics, guys. They had a few bins in the very back of the store. And it was only modern stuff, really. It was only modern stuff. A few reprints of older books. Like, so I saw some like reprints of some Batman, but besides that, it was just mostly new stuff. So yeah, We did get a couple things though. So let's go over what we got. Speaking of reprints, we have She-Hulk #1 reprint. First appearance of She-Hulk, of course, had a reprint. Super cool cover, going to look amazing on the shelf. And yeah, super cool. Love this one. Mom actually scouted this one out for me, so good job to her. Very cool find. Some more She-Hulk here, more modern stuff. Super cool cover there. My mom really liked this cover. My mom really likes She-Hulk, and I do want to start collecting She-Hulk because I feel like that's something that me and her can do together and have fun with. And I think that could be awesome, you know? So yeah, She-Hulk was #6. She-Hulk #6 in the Rowell, if that's how you pronounce it, run. And then we have this random one I just pulled. Dark Web, Mary Jane, and Black Cat #1. It was a #1, and I thought the cover looked kind of neat, so I got it here. I don't try to get too many modern books, but if I know if it's a key or something. Okay, the next stop we went to was JHU Comics. However, I'm going to save that for the last one because we got some insanely good stuff there. Insanely good stuff. Next stop was the other Midtown Comics in Grand Central. And spoiler alert, I didn't get any comics there. I went there for comics, but I soon found out that the man, the myth, the legend, David Dastmalchian, the man who plays Polka Dot Man, he's also played Calendar Man, he's in Ant-Man as like the hacker friend guy. He was there doing a signing, and I had no idea. I was just there trying to get some back issues, maybe even a wall book for the collection, and all. Next thing I know, I'm in line and I'm buying his book to be signed. Um, yeah, it was super cool. We got in the line. He signed my book here. I don't know if you could see that. He made it out to me, which is super cool. Super cool, right? I have read volume 1 of his book recently, and it's decent. Count Crowley, I'd recommend it. Pretty cool. But yeah, that's probably one of the highlights of the whole New York trip, and it just getting like meeting David Dastmalchian, like that's super cool. I met Polka Dot Man. That's super cool, right? And then before JHU Comics, we had one more stop. We had, what was it called? It was called Book On. And Book On was not like a comic book store, it was kind of a pop culture store in general. They had all sorts of stuff from like figurines to records, vinyls, CDs, movies, video games, all sorts of stuff. And downstairs of the lobby, they had a anime and manga section, and I went down there just to look for, maybe if they had a few mangas I was looking for. I'm not like a huge manga person. I only have a few books, but I was looking for a few books just out of curiosity if they had it, which they didn't. And then I was looking around to see if they had any comic book bins, and lo and behold, in the corner they had like 6 or 7 comic book bins, and me and my mom rummaged through all of those books for like an hour. So yeah, that was something. We tried to find as many high grade stuff or potentially valuable things that they had. Everything was $1. So yeah, some books it was bagged and boarded. Some books were not. Some books had a bag, no board. Some books didn't even have a cover. So yeah, it was a little bit of everything there, and it was very random. Like you would find like Morbius and then Justice League, and then Vampirella, or a bunch of just random books. No particular order or anything like that. It was random. But we did get a whopping 18 books from this place, all at $1. So we spent 18 bucks only for all these books, and honestly, we got some pretty cool stuff. I don't know if any of them are keys necessarily, but they're all really cool cover wise and all that stuff. So that's great. Let me get these books over here in the Book On bag that I purchased, or Book Off. That's what it's called. Book Off. I apologize. Book Off. So let's look at some of these books. We have Justice League International number 54 right there. No board. I'll have to board that up myself once I get some new ones. Justice League International number 58. Cool flash cover there. Justice League Europe 41. Justice League Europe 41. Again, if any of these are keys, guys, let me know. Let me know. Because I really don't know. This one's probably the coolest cover out of the Justice Leagues I got. Justice League Europe 46. Really like that cover a lot. Super cool looking. Then we have X-Force number 124 by Milligan Cook. This one right here. Honestly, I don't even know why I got this. It was just random. Add to the X-Men collection. We got The Mighty Thor number 15. Right there. First Thor book, by the way. I don't have Thor book. The Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix number 3. Right there. That one is particularly high grade. That's a very sharp copy of this book. Very nice. Not even like a corner tear on this book. Then we have, was this Kick-Ass issue 14 of the new Kick-Ass run. I'm a really big fan of Kick-Ass. I've read Kick-Ass 1, 2, and 3, and I loved all of them. However, this new series with this new girl, I'm not really that big of a fan of, honestly. I kind of hated it when I first read it. I might go back. Maybe I'll have second opinions, or, you know, I'll have more opinions on the second read around. But after, like, a few issues of this, I just stopped. I hated it. It wasn't, like, the same. We have a few particularly high-grade Green Arrows. Yeah, I like Green Arrow, so we got these. Again, all this was only $1 per book, guys. $1 per book. Green Arrow number 56. 56 right there. Cool cover. Green Arrow number 67. Yep, 67. Super cool. Green Arrow, what is that? Green Arrow number 73. It's probably my favorite cover out of the Green Arrows, definitely. Super cool looking. This one is the sharpest one out of all those two. This is definitely like a 9/8 book. So super sharp. I might even send that out if I ever decide to get the subscription for CGC. The Adventures of Superman number 595. There we go. Was it Superboy number 18? Cool. Superboy the comic number 3. This was the first book. I remember this is the first book I picked out that I put in a pile. I just thought the cover looked kind of neat, and I never seen Superboy the comic. You know, never heard of that series. Got some more books over here, same place. Was this Justice League of America? I think that's what it says. Guy Gardner's head's kind of covering it. Number 93 on that one. We have Justice League Task Force number 1. First issue of that, Justice League Task Force. There could be a key hiding in here, not so sure. It is high. Okay, this is a high grade copy, except for there is a staple torn out on the side here. Let me see if I can show you guys that. There's a staple torn out right there. So that's definitely not considered high grade anymore, but that's cool. High grade copy here of Justice League America versus the Deadly New Experiments. Number 70, what was that? 73? No, 79, 79. Super cool. And I think this is a key. I feel like I remember seeing a video and this was being mentioned as a key. Like, was it like a 9.2 copy, I'd say? Maybe 9.4 copy of Justice League America number 63. And that might actually be my favorite cover out of all the Justice Leagues I got there. Okay. So that's all those stops. Now we get the JHU Comics. This place was cool. Not like, in terms of like back issue stuff and, you know, more cheaper stuff like $5 books, $3 books, it didn't have like honestly, I didn't really rummage through there often. I didn't go through there a lot. I was just so excited at the wall books that they had. They had wall books at pretty, you know, fair pricings, you know, like what you would see them go on eBay at high grade. These were high grade stuff. And they had a whole bunch of cool stuff. The stuff I got, super happy with. Like, these are super cool. So let's just go ahead and talk about it. The less exciting one, still very exciting. Uh, very minty copy of, wow, that's just, let me just admire that for a second. That's beautiful. Wow. Small spine tick in the corner, but that is very pressable. This is like a 9/8 copy of X-Men #4, the first appearance of Omega Red. Look at that. Look how beautiful that book is, guys. That's amazing. $50 on this? That's like fair market. That's fair market value. I've seen low grade copies go for 37. I've seen high grade copies go as much as 70. So, yeah. And this, for the time, this quality is insane. Like, oh my god. Like, obviously there's noticeable defects here, but for the time, this is like early 70s, I believe. This is super cool, dude. Like, oh my god. And I recently just watched a movie that this character was the main friend center in, and my liking for the character increased tenfold, and that's probably part of the reason I got this. But, guys, Miss Marvel #1, first appearance of Miss Marvel / Carol Danvers. Super, super cool, guys. And this book is only going to go up in value because of that Marvel show that they announced. And this is a very nice copy. There's obviously some defects. I don't know if you can see. There's like a small color breaking tick right there. There's a few color breaking stuff at the top here. Spine tick wise, there's like no spine ticks. Honestly, there's one like right there, right below Miss Marvel's face. But like that's it. That's really it. And then right here, there's like a small that's barely even color breaking over there. This is like an 8/5 copy maybe, which is, dude, like, oh my god. If I were going to pay the CGC subscription for one book, it would be this one. It would be this. I would send this book in. So unless there's something wrong internally, I think this is an amazing buy. $75 on that all day. I'll spend that. First Miss Marvel, dude, that's sick. That's sick. So we got some pretty cool books, I would say. Some really, really cool stuff. Let me know what y'all guys' favorite books were in the comics that I got. And yeah, just, thank you guys for watching. Going through the trouble to go all the way to New York City to make video for you guys. No, all jokes aside, it'd mean a lot if you subscribed. I'm gonna try to upload more on the comic book channel. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See ya.